Felony flight charges in Arizona are serious, but officers need to know exactly what it takes to make them stick. This week, I want to break down Arizona's felony flight law, ARS 28622.01, and what officers need to do to enforce it properly. I'm Steve Serbalik, and I'm a panel attorney with ASCOPS in Arizona. Under ARS 28622.01, unlawful flight from a pursuing law enforcement vehicle is a Class 5 felony. The statute states, quote, "A driver of a motor vehicle who willfully flees or attempts to elude a pursuing official law enforcement vehicle that is being operated in the manner described in Section 28624, subsection C, is guilty of a Class 5 felony," end quote. That reference to ARS 28624 subsection C is critical. It requires that the law enforcement vehicle be marked appropriately and actively using emergency equipment, lights, sirens, or both, during the pursuit. Here's the catch. For felony flight to apply, the officer must have emergency equipment activated while the driver is actively fleeing. If a vehicle pulls over and then takes off again, felony flight may not stick unless the officer gets back into the patrol car, gets back behind the suspect, and the officer activates emergency equipment again. Without that, the prosecution could struggle to prove the elements of the felony charge. But there is an alternative. Under ARS 28622, failure to comply with a police officer's lawful order or direction, such as stopping when directed, that's a Class 2 misdemeanor. This can be a fallback charge if felony flight doesn't apply due to issues like emergency equipment not being activated. For example, if a driver flees after an initial stop, but the officer doesn't re-engage with lights and sirens, ARS 28622 might be the better charge. ASCOPS is aware that these nuances can create confusion in the field, and we're committed to potentially addressing this in future legislative sessions to clarify the requirements for felony flight and ensure officers have clear guidance. A critical reminder: always follow your agency's pursuit and driving policies. Chasing a vehicle that flees might seem instinctive, but if it violates your department's policy, you could face disciplinary action or potential liability. Stick to policies to protect yourself and your case. ASCOPS is here to support officers navigating these complex situations. If you're facing questions about a pursuit or related charges, reach out to us. We'll help you understand the law and your agency's policies to keep you on solid ground. If you have any questions or comments on this topic, please leave them in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like, follow, and turn on notifications. It really helps the channel grow. Be on the lookout for new videos. They come out every Sunday at 5:30 p.m. Arizona time. I'm Steve Serbalik. Thanks for watching and stay safe out there.